Hello and good night. My name is Jose Bermudez, and I'm in your Dance 111 class. And the unit that I chose to focus in particular is Japanese Buto. Um, yeah. What is Japanese Buto? Also known as the Japanese Dance of Death, Buto is a form of Japanese dance theater that encompasses a diverse range of activities, techniques, and motivations for dance, performance, or movement. Japanese Buto arose after World War II in 1959 through collaborations between its two key founders, Tatsumi Hijikata and Kazuo Ono. Here are three images that show what is happening during Japanese Buto dance. It's extremely vivid, and some might even call it unusual. Well, even though it may come off as unusual to you, it is common and traditional. The Japanese Buto dance is a response to some connection or emotional place inside the dancer who creates the external form on the spot. The viewer is meant to react in a similar way, viscerally, and personally, without regard to meaning. The entire purpose of the Japanese Buto dance was that it served as a reaction against Western influence in Japanese politics and culture. There is no specific style for Japanese Buto. However, it usually follows certain characteristics, such as all-over body paint that is typically white, gold, silver, or any other color, shaved heads, and movement that is extremely controlled, often very slow, and imagistic. A history of Buto, Japanese Buto. According to an article written on minicenter.com titled A History of Buto, Buto was viewed with disgust and embarrassment by Japan's conservative dance world. Around the 1980s, it became accepted more in society and is known as the only genuinely Japanese form of modern dance, as well as a leading trend in modern dance. This website contains an article about Japanese Buto and goes into depth extremely about how it was developed, the many important figures in Japanese Buto, and how it is currently. Here we have one of the most famous characters in Japanese Buto. His name is Kazuo Ono. Kazuo Ono was a Japanese dancer who became a guru and inspirational figure in the dance form known as Buto. He is the author of several books on Buto, including The Palace Soars Through the Sky, Dessen, Words of Workshop, and Food for the Soul. Kazuo Ono was born on October 27th, 1906, and died on June 1st, 2010. The years that he was active in Japanese Buto was 1933 to 2007. What forms outside of Buto are essential to Japan's history, and why? The forms outside of Buto that are essential to Japan's history are the Kagura, Bugaku, Dengaku, Sarugaku, No, Bunraku, and Kabuki. These forms revealed more traditional Japanese dance and created insight to more forms of religion, such as Buddhism and Monkism. This is the ending of my insight on Japanese Buto 415. Thank you and have a good night.